tackling a topic that's completely foreign. For me, it's composing. How to tackle composing. I think that just like practicing improvising, because improvising is composition on the spot, you have to give yourself some limitations and you have to give yourself some guidelines. So, what I would say, if you feel completely lost because of the fact that composition can be open ended, give yourself some framework. So, I have a composition mini course that is in the virtual studio. If you want to check it out, it goes through a bunch of steps to write different compositions to help get things going up here. But the short story of that course is write a blues. So it's got structure, right? So you're going to write a certain type of blues. You're going to write a riff blues, which is you go A, B, like a ba do ba do do things that what used to be ba do do changes for the four chord ba do do goes back to the idea ba do do and then a different idea in the B ba dee da ba dee ba do da, right? So you write a blues that kind of uses that structure A B. And then you write a blues that's more of a 12-bar structure. I think I used Tenor Madness in that one. Here's the beat. So you write something within a framework of, okay, this is what I'm going to try to write. Write an AAB blues, then write like more of a jazz blues, and then maybe you write more of a bebop blues, and then you do the same thing with something like a rhythm changes. So there's lots of rhythm changes that just have like a riff, like Lester leaps in. Right? There's nothing on the bridge. That happens. You just write 8 bars. So write a riff on the rhythm changes. And then you can write something more complicated, not anthropology, but like I got rhythm. Boo do do dee 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 dee. Do 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 dee 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 do do do. You can see it's just like a little bit more complicated. So anyway, so then you would write something a little more complicated, and then maybe you'll go to a set of chord changes that you really like. So maybe you like the tune "I Thought About You," and the tune this song. So you know the song, something you know super well, and then you go and write a new melody to those harmonies. So at first you would write something like just a new melody, and then maybe you would write like a jazz tune over it. So something maybe that reminds you of Tad Dameron or Benny Golson. And then from there, maybe you start to write in a bebop style. So what I'm saying is like you start to write in certain functions. I'm going to write a blues. I'm going to write this. I'm going to write this. So you decide beforehand what you're writing and you don't just leave it totally open-ended. And then simultaneous to that, you can just start to compose melodies. You can compose just melodies at the piano. Inside of that virtual studio course, on the composition course, we talk about the white note exercise, which is a Bob Brookmeyer exercise. And so if you want more information on that, you can dive in there. But I would do that, which is working on melodic development. And then getting better and better at playing the piano and understanding harmony is another important part. Otherwise, you're just guessing at what harmonies go with what chords. And so the more repertoire you learn, just like we were talking about being serious about this music a moment ago, the more repertoire you learn, the more tunes you learn, the easier it's going to be serious about the music because you're expanding your knowledge through learning the music. And it's the easiest way to go deep.